cryptosphere. So if you have any problems, some of us around, we can help you with understanding what's going on. We can help you with getting your feet off the ground. We can help you with the technology. IT is not my is not my job, but it's a tool I use, and I happen to be quite good at using it. And there are others on the platform that have done similar, as I was saying earlier when I was bringing helping Vince. I was driving at stupid speeds down the motorway, crossing countries, and doing the whatchamacallit in my head while still driving. Yes, it's a skill set that I have, but yeah, we can help you. As Arif has said, there's a helpline online as well. Before you get there, you may need our help. But either way, once you're online and you're in, it really is a piece of cake. It's a piece of cake. Just go there, go for it. I have not lost a penny since, or a dime, as Corina, who's becoming my good friend, has said, since I started on the 25th of August. And it's just growing. I've made at least 10% per day, at least. So it's it's something that, honestly, once the launch is in January, we're looking at, this is takeoff. And those that are on the ground before the launch before the launch will probably come into some very good stuff. What I mean, the thing is, action, reaction, opposite and equal. If you don't put money in the hat, you will not make any profit. If you do, then you can be not guaranteed, but your probability of making the kind of money that everybody else is making, whether it's the Brian Bensons of the world who have invested similarly to you and I, or some of us with the €100, $100, or $200, or $1,000, or $10,000, or whatever you've invested, you are making your money. Hugh Paul has shown accounts with $500, with $10,000. There was a $10,000 that made $10,000 that made was it 100% in like 8 weeks or something like that, or less. I mean, I have a digital account and another account with a digital bank, and honestly speaking, it's giving me 3.6% a year. 3.6% a year. This is giving me 10% minimum per month so far. Past the past performance that is not indicative of future returns, but so far I ain't complaining at all. I'm happy. Thank you very much. So if that is any encouragement to anyone, please reach out to whoever invited you here, and we'll help you to get on board and move forward with what you're doing. And if you know people who don't want their coin to be sitting down doing nothing, and they want to make a little bit of money by falling asleep and waking up and seeing a profit, you can invite them too, because that's literally, I fall asleep, I wake up, I look at it, like, am I sure that this money is in my account? I'm like, whew. So yeah, it's a nice feeling to sleep and wake up and say, hey, I brought my daughter on board. She had some money that she's had in an account, a banking account, for, I don't know, 5-6 years. It was about 500 and something pounds, and she's made maybe 20 pounds, 30 pounds on it in the 5 or 6 years. This is, I've brought her on I think we were having a meeting, a Saturday meeting like this, and I was in the middle of bringing her online in real time, and already in that 3 4 weeks, she's made that £50 easy with doing nothing but carrying on at university and just leaving that money to do what that money does in the Aurum system, the ecosystem. So it's up to you guys. The people that I brought on board, they're happy with the returns. Some of them want to go and take they're waiting for their cash flow to, or not their cash flow, but their investments to mature and then take it out from wherever it is, so they don't have the penalty and bring it into Aurum. So they're all good. It's all good, and yeah, let's build our lives for freedom. Cash, as Arif was saying at the beginning, with the circle of, I don't know what it is, but it looks like some kind of circle of life. Cash flow and funding is one of the things that stop us from expressing ourselves to our full freedom. Let's go out there. If it's going to make money for me, thank you very much. Personal development, social, family and social, and all the rest of it. Money is sitting at the bottom there. If you don't have it, the rest are, I'm thinking about this, mental health, emotional health, spiritual well-being. Money does a lot to our mindset. So, but if you know that you're making money as you're falling asleep, as you're doing your volunteer services, as you're doing your training, as you're doing your working, you really, it's, guys, ladies and gentlemen, please, it's your call. Do your due diligence. Know that what I've said is my personal experience. Know that I haven't lost a dime since I started on the 25th of August, and it's up to you. If you don't if you don't invest, then you'll have no investment. It's that simple. The more you delay, the more you, shall we say, lose money that you could have made. So thank you very
Yes.
much. Over to you, Arif.
Thank you, sir. That was amazing, Alf, because we learn from each other. There's so much going on here, but I'm very passionate about it. I had a health scare. Let me tell you what happened to my health scare before I continue. You're right about money does help stuff. I had a family, a cousin that I grew up. He passed away last week. And I called my uncle and I talked to him. He was 50 years old, just had a heart attack, boom, gone. And I was talking to his father, and he was so calm, and he says it's okay. He just, I was so overwhelmed by his father's calmness that he has lost his son. I said, this is a very spiritual man, this is a very good man. It made me so sad. I had a heartbreak syndrome. My heart started to ache, actually. I rushed to the hospital. I said, okay, this is not good. This is really something. So I went to the hospital in Riyadh last week, and I didn't tell anybody because I wanted to check me out to see if I'm having a heart attack or what the hell's happening with me. They did all ECG, blah, 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 blah. Guess what happened? That cost 1,000 riyals. That's like $350. If there was no money, I wouldn't have peace of mind. They check my blood, they check ECG, they check everything else. They said, you're fine. The lady was very nice. The doctor says, what happened? And I said, you know what? I had some really sad news. This is what happened to me. And he says, have you heard about heartbreak syndrome? What? Yeah, it's real. Your heart produces some chemicals into your blood system that gives you pain. So she gave me some pills. She calmed me down. She said, you're fine. Your blood pressure, your heart, everything. But money may not be everything, but it's really high up there with air. Right up here. That's Zig Ziglar. Money not be everything, but up there with air. So I encourage everyone to make 2026 the year of money. More money. And because of this incredible system, we can do it. Karina, what do you got to say, my friend? Oh, Martin is here as well, my good
Mhm.
cousin from England. Huron knows Martin, and I think we're all on the same track. Karina,
Yeah, I'm just excited, my friend. Great training today. Always great to hear from Alph as well, sharing wisdom. And it's just about sharing with everybody. I think it's going to be at a place where, like Alph said, eventually it's just going to get crazy and we're all going to be really super busy. But that's going to be a good thing because we're going to be helping a lot of people. I have a friend, as you know, that's coming on board next Tuesday. We've made the appointment to sit with her and her husband. And for a Christmas gift, they're doing this for their 4 adult children. They're opening accounts. So, I
tell
mean,
me
it's,
about that. That's really a good plan. I want to hear about that plan because I was thinking of including it, but I didn't get a chance. But they have kids. What's the plan here
yeah,
for
so they have
kids?
4 adult children. So they're going to build the business within themselves and then rank up. So they'll put 2 children underneath of two and then two on the other to help the other child build. And because one wants to do the business. So, yeah, they're going to help their children. It's the gift that keeps on giving, as we said.
So this is like a Christmas gift to their children. Instead of actually giving them a cell phone or giving them a wallet or giving them a book, they're actually opening on an account for them to set them up for success. Am I
Eh,
correct in assuming?
Correct. Every single one. Yeah. All four they'll start with the $100 account for each of them.
The best Christmas gift anyone can do, and I'm telling you this, Corina, my daughter's in university, and I texted her. I said, "When is your account? When is your last exam?" She's coming back to Toronto on the 17th, and as soon as she arrives, I'm opening an account for her. That's my Christmas gift for her from far away. Why? Because if I don't teach it, guess what she's gonna learn? She's
Mm.
becoming a doctor. She's gonna go deal with the bank. And guess what? The bank is gonna manipulate her all her life. It's our responsibility. And we have a Kurdish saying says charity starts at home. I'm starting with my family. Martin's here. He's my cousin, my first cousin. I texted him. I said, open your account, put $100, even though he's working 6, 7 days a week. When you're new in a country, you have to work like crazy. He's been in England for 2 years, but he immediately opened up his account because I care about him. A year from now, his life could be totally different. So will my daughters, so will your children. So I appreciate everyone for being here. If there's any other questions, please go ahead and ask. If not, let me know what else we can discuss here. We're here to answer all questions. By the way, I wanted to ask each and every single one of you, thank you very much, Vince, for helping us put that platform together. Canada's a little bit different. We have to go through some other ways of actually securing our accounts. It's not like anywhere in Europe or around the world. They just go and put their country and they go through VPN and it's done. But here we have some, other challenges to go through US minor islands and all of this. So the step-by-step process has been updated by Vince specifically for Canada and US. If Dave needs it, if Flo needs it, to get them into their hands, because they can also go through it. If anybody else needs it, they can forward it to them. So please keep that handy. That's one thing that as Canadians, as Americans, we need to have that step-by-step process. The rest of them, it's easy. I just send them the link. They just sign up and they keep going. Any questions? Moment, Dave, Huron, Flo, CK, Martin, anyone else? If not, I wanted to tell all of
Arif,
you.
Arif,
Yes, sir.
one thing I was just going to simply also just to share with everyone as well that, you know,
Please.
I did have the privilege of meeting Brian Benson in London, along with myself and CK actually. And, I'm sure CK can share a few words as well on that before we end the
Please
call.
do.
But what I can say here is, Brian Benson he loves to be in the field. He's never been involved in this kind of thing before. He's very much of a corporate guy or very much of a systems guy when it comes to the things that he's already created. But this particular space, working with HP and us and all that, is something that's very new to him. And there is so from the conversation I had with him privately, he was saying that he would love to do more visits. He would love to go different places and share the story and spread the word and things like that. So what is interesting here is we have with us an active CEO, who wants to be active in the field and help and support everyone in really spreading the word. So in fact, if CK, are you able to unmute yourself and share your experience of meeting, personally meeting with HP, and then also meeting with obviously Brian Benson as well? The actual unmute button is on the right at the top of the
Yeah, I
screen
think.
where the
Yeah,
thing is there. Okay, so if you want to unmute
absolutely.
yourself and do share.
Good evening, all my friends here. I'm so
Good evening.
happy and privileged to be here. Yeah, it was a fantastic experience meeting Brian Benson in London. And this, we are actually a person who already been there, done that, and is just repeating. And with not any glass ceilings. He said in his words, he had all these ideas and a few more when he was there in Binance. Binance being a Chinese company, they have their own way of working, and he was the odd one out from USA. So there was only that much that he could do, though he contributed 20% and taking a startup from to all the way up to a unicorn, a $1 billion company in 6 months. So if he did that for someone else, and now he already spoke to that kind of industry leaders. He is meeting around the world in the blockchain events and who's who of the crypto world. And then when he speak, definitely people take notice of that. That is also a litmus test that the Forbes spoke to him not once but twice. He's a technical guy and also a little bit of corporate guy as well. So he knows um, a good blend of both worlds. So I think the company is in a safe hand, and this is only the beginning. The ideas, the projects that he has got, the products that are there, and we are just on a very good wicket, I should say. Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you,
sir.
CK.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Oh, one more thing I should share with you, Arif, is this is very much of inside information. So for everyone that's on this call, what will be you'll be happy to know. Obviously, you've got CEO. So Brian Benson is CEO. You've got Ahmed Zen is obviously the marketing director, and people behind the project who are let's say the ownership people who obviously have uh, started the whole thing. They Brian calls them the ownership, shall we say? And what is interesting to know is what is also shared is in January when they're doing the launch. Obviously the people who are behind the project. We're asking, okay, who are they? Who's behind the? Who's actually owns the company? And all of the sort of questions that may come up in people's minds. And obviously they chose to remain anonymous. Okay, so just like Arif or myself or anyone setting up a company, and we have our core team who are, let's say we've hired people to do the job, to do what they need to do in terms of to get the business up and running. We may choose to say, look, I'd rather just be a silent investor, and I don't want to be coming in the forefront or anything like that because that's not what I want to do. That's my choice. But what is interesting when he shared the other day is that in January, the event, launch event in January in Dubai, one of the out of the two people, one of the owners will be actually on stage, will be there present also as well. So and obviously I'm sure we can watch it live if you are not already live there. So just to share that with you that the people behind the project who actually own the company or own, shall we say, the Aurum Foundation, Aurum Neobank, will be present in January at the launch as well. Over to you, Arif.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. CK, nice to hear from you, sir. Thank you very much for that information you just shared. I took some notes that Brian Benson's been interviewed twice by Forbes magazine, and he hasn't seen this kind of basically kind of setup of really people growing the business. I bet he enjoyed your companies as much as you enjoyed his. But I can see that this company will make 1,000 millionaires. It will make. I'm 100% sure of that because all of the indicators are there. And it's given everyone a chance, like us, to be able to save our friends and family from oblivion, from poverty. As I shared the statistics, in Canada is the same as all over the world. We have a chance to change the statistics. I'm very proud to be a part of this unique team and this unique company. Thank you so much, everyone. If there's any more questions or else we go about our day, I encourage you, everyone, go and talk to 1, 2, or 3 people that you love and care about. I talked to my 3 sisters. 1 is in Iran, 2 are in Sweden, all 3 are in. We're just funding their accounts this week. My nephew right here is Martin, is another nephew. I'm getting all my family in first. Charity starts at home. Start talking to your friends and family over Christmas dinners. Like Karina said, set them up with an account that is a Christmas gift to them. They will thank you a year from now, 2 years from now, 10 years from now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Arif.
My pleasure.